What do you say we flip the script here and talk a little high school basketball? Again, tonight, Canton Central Catholic girls, they will be in Dayton trying to bring home the state title in Division 6. They play St. Henry at 7 o'clock at UD Arena. Tomorrow afternoon, we've got the Central boys against Lutheran East, 1 o'clock on Q92. And then tomorrow night, also on Q92, we will be at the College of Worcester as the Massillon Tigers take on Euclid for a chance to go to the state tournament. I thought it would be a good time to bring on Josh Hose, the head basketball coach of the Tigers, here on the Sam Bourquin Show. Coach, good afternoon. Are you making it through this windy Friday okay?
Doing great, man. We were in the gym, but I'm enjoying your commentary there leading into this. If you really want to go to Mansfield State Penitentiary, there's some things you can do. I can let you know off the air how you can get there.
Oh, my God. Who am I talking to right now? I'll pick your brain, man. Trust me. I love that kind of stuff. I really do. I'll tell you what, congratulations on your win the other night. We appreciate you coming over and talking to us live on the air when we were done. You guys just you kind of ground that one out. And what was some of the talk with the kids and coaching staff like as soon as that game was over, knowing that you were moving on to the game on Saturday?
Well, I mean, I think there's no style points. At this time of year, he's just excited to survive and advance. We knew Avon was well coached and they were ready to go. Had a couple players could go, get buckets, and so we got to a slow start, a little bit of foul trouble at times, but. Our kids have been resilient all year, and we just, have been able to find ways to, get a victory out of something. So they don't panic. And I just was talking to Josh Weir about that. When we're down a little bit and facing a little bit of a deficit, we've, seen a couple of games where we've had to do that. And, so it was, excited for the guys to advance into a round that we haven't been in a long time. So that was our talk, just about, handling the moments and, you have to win games like that in a tournament. There's not going to be blowouts unless some kind of unforeseen path happens. But we needed a tough game. We first two rounds we got up on teams and hadn't seen adversity, and you're going to do it at some point. So for our guys to figure a way out to win, I'm really proud of the guys. Just kind of grinding and staying true to the process.
No doubt. Hey, Mama said there'd be days like that, and however you get it done, that's all that matters. How does it feel now to be, man, you're there. I mean, you can taste it. You're so close to going to where you want to get. How does that feel to you, and what's the feeling of the kids and the rest of your staff and heck, the city of Massillon? How's everybody feeling about it?
Just a lot of people excited. I think you saw that from some of the crowds we've been getting as the season's worn on. People are kind of catching on to what's going on with our program. Kids are excited just to be a part of it. Some of their relatives and family, we're part of some really good teams. Some of our kids that are, played for Coach, their dads played for Coach Creamer. Had some really great runs there. And so I think, the vibe is good. The guys are excited. I don't sense a level of nerves. I don't sense a level of ease. It's kind of that nice balance. We had a good practice today, a little more mental stuff yesterday. With a quick turnaround and try to keep it light because again, the game we just played in the style of play, we tried to be done hour 15 or so in practice. I talked to Coach Siegfried the other day, just getting some pointers, and I just said, hey, this time of year, what kind of looking for some pointers, and some of the stuff he said we're doing. So it's kind of affirmation of things are going well, and so we just got to come out tomorrow and play up to our abilities and face a really good team.
Yeah, no doubt. Just you be you, man. That's all you do. Just go out and play and let it go. I got to tell you, Coach, when I broke into the radio business, which was 1990, the radio station in Massillon was my first employer.
Nice.
And I was there for 3 years. So I was 19, and I was given the duties of being the play-by-play voice of the Massillon football team, the basketball team. I read the news. I did sales. I did the weather. I did it all. And I remember I did games in the old pit back in the day at Massillon. Yeah. And when Davey Null was the head coach, and got to know him and respect the heck out of him, and had some great players back in the day, and David Grimm and Slobodato Soklovich and guys like that. And then when Coach Creamer was there. Follow them as well when they had a couple of shots at it. So I would be so happy if you guys could get there and get over that hump, because I think it would be wild. And I think that it would just be, it's time. You know what I mean? I think that time has come. Is that how you guys feel?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, Coach Knoll was. I was actually here freshman, sophomore year. He was our head coach. Great guy. Coach Creamer comes in junior, senior year. Another great human being that has been a great mentor. I actually was on the phone with him today. Just talking X's and O's and whatnot. But we've had so many good teams, and just like as it is in the tournament, you run into a team that's a little bit better, team a little bit hotter, et cetera. So to have the opportunity is really exciting. Hopefully it is that time, and like you said, it's been overdue, but it's not easy. I think Euclid has been like since 1986 or 88 or something like that since they've been down, and they obviously a rich tradition up there. So you don't get these opportunities often, so you want to take advantage of them.
Josh Hose is our guest today, Massillon Tiger head basketball coach. The Tigers going to play Euclid Worcester Saturday night at 7. We'll have it on Q92, but we'd love to get you there. Everybody get up there if you can and root the Tigers on. Coach, I was a little surprised, maybe I shouldn't have been, about what Euclid did to Toledo St. John's the other night. What did you guys make of that game?
Well, so most of our staff stayed out and watched. I rode back with the team on the bus and then came back out to watch the second half, and they filled me in. And it sounded like, they kind of filled me like Euclid just jumped on them early, and St. John's kind of looked like they had some bus legs, maybe just kind of came out. Then when I went back and watched the film, I think that barrage of threes right before halftime, they hit like 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Really kind of, you could see it. Like, you couldn't see the scoreboard on the film, so you didn't know, but you could see by the body language it shifted in that last 2 or 3 minutes of the half. So, and then, it just came out and they tried to make a little run to start the second half, and Euclid just did a good job of weathering the storm and extending the lead. So, I mean, a little shocking because of the quality of opponent that St. John's is,
Yes.
but not shocking because what Euclid does and how they put teams in some spots to feel the pressure and maybe turn the ball over sometimes and whatnot. So, it was definitely a heads up for our guys that you got to be ready to go and be ready to play and handle the ball, handle the pressure going into Saturday night.
No doubt. So how do you think that you guys match up with Euclid?
Well, I mean, size-wise, we do not. Like, they got some length that we don't have. But then on the flip side, I have to remember sometimes we're hard to match up with because of, the skills and the guard play we have, multiple guys that can score it, multiple guys that can handle it. And, not a lot of teams see that. So I think it'll be a good matchup between the two because of the what they want to do. Hopefully, we can handle that pressure and get the ball to open spots and open guys and let them make plays. But we're gonna have to rebound. It's been a stress for us all year. Like, hey, we got to gang rebound because we don't have a 6'8" guy inside that can just go get boards. And our young guards and our small guards, they do a great job of going in there and battling. So I think it's a similar styles, but then like the makeup of the teams is a little bit different. So it should be an interesting matchup once we get on the court together.
Yeah, I would think so. Their depth, what is that like? How deep can they go comfortably, do you think?
They look, from what I saw against a couple of the films and then seeing them live, they're like in that 7, 8 deep, 9 maybe sometimes. The one game I said they went 8 deep, but then I don't think number 1 played, their point guard. So, everybody goes a little bit tighter under the rotation this time of year. So yeah, I mean, they got some depth, but they got 4 guys that kind of, 0, 1, 12, and 21 are kind of their main 4, and then everybody else kind of fills some roles for them.
How neat is it to be a part of this weekend? Obviously, between the boys and girls, we've got 3 teams that are still alive, pretty much in the central to western part of Stark County. How neat would it be, man, for all 3 to kind of come through this weekend?
It is amazing. I mean, great job, Central Girls last night. Getting down there. Coach Vandervaart's done a great job with that group, and excited for them they play tonight or tomorrow. I can't remember.
Tonight at 7. Yep.
Tonight at 7. So, hopefully that quick turnaround, I know he does a great job scouting and he'll have his kids ready. But, it's really cool because, last year with having Perry and Louisville make the run, it's just a tip of the hat to this area and the quality of basketball that's being played here.
Well, and now you guys could be a part of that history as well. 7 o'clock tomorrow night, the Tigers in Euclid, and hoping for a huge crowd at the College of Worcester. And we'll see if the Tigers can get it done and bring it back home. Coach, appreciate your time on this busy day. I know you've been scouting and planning and doing all those coach things. We love when you come on and chat hoops with us. Have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you up in Worcester tomorrow night, okay?
Sounds great. Love doing it, Sam. Thanks so much for having me.
You got it, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Josh Hose, the outstanding head basketball coach of the Massillon, Washington Tigers.